Hello students, welcome to my channel Hans Commerce Tutorial for the lectures on commerce, accounts, finance and management. My suggestion to you, before watching the video, please go to the description below my video. You'll find a link there. Take a printout of the problems given in the link and keep it ready before watching the video so that you can be able to understand the problem, the solution and the explanation to get the maximum benefit from the lectures. Thank you. Come on students, now we'll continue our problems on Poisson distribution. The previous video we have completed two problems on calculating the probability according to Poisson distribution. So what we have learned in the previous video, probability, this Poisson distribution is also one of the discrete probability distribution where the variables will take the whole numbers. It is just like a binomial, and we can say Poisson distribution is a limiting factor of binomial distribution. So where binomial distribution fails, we can apply this. Normally this will happen when n is large and p is very small. So already two problems we have done. Now see the third problem. Hope you got the problems from the link under my description. So problem number 3. Suppose that a manufactured product has 2 defects per unit of product. Inspected. Using Poisson distribution, calculate the probability of finding a product without any defect, with 3 defects and with 4 defects. So it is given. Suppose that a manufactured product has 2 defects per unit. So on an average, this 2 defects is on an average per unit. तो कोई भी यूनिट हो उसके अंदर 2 डिफेक्ट हो सकते हैं एवरेज में, right? So we can take this average as m. So m is equal to average defect per unit, that is given in the problem as 2. So e to the power of minus m, e to the power of minus 2, that is equal to 0.135 given in the problem. E to the power of minus 2, the value is given in the problem itself. The value is 0.135. If it is not given, you have to refer the table. Now, according to Poisson distribution, P of r is e to the power of minus m into n to the power of r by r factorial as usual. Now, 3 questions are asked. The first question, probability that a unit does not have any defect, that is r is equal to 0. What is the probability that the unit does not have any defect? No defect. So r is equal to 0. Substitute P of 0 is equal to e to the power of minus 2 into 2 to the power of 0 by 0 factorial. E to the power of minus 2 is 0.135. 2 to the power of 0 is 1 and 0 factorial is also equal to 1. So when you multiply anything with 1, you will get the same value. So e to the power of minus 2, 0.135 is P of 0. One answer we got. Now probability that a unit has 3 defects, r is equal to 3. Now we substitute 3 in place of r. E to the power of minus 2 into 2 to the power of 3 divided by 3 factorial. So in place of r, I am substituting 3. So e to the power of minus 2 given in the problem 0.135, 2 cube, 2 into 2 into 2, 8. And 3 factorial means 3 into 2 into 1, 3 2s are 6. So P of 3, 0.18, 2 answers we got, P of 1, P of 0 and P of 3. Now it is asking you what is the probability that a unit has 4 defects, that is r is equal to 4. Now we substitute 4 in place of r. So P of 4 is equal to e to the power of minus 2 into 2 to the power of 4 by 4 factorial. So e to the power of minus 2 is 0.135. 2 is multiplied 4 times. It will become 16. 4 factorial. 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. If you multiply, you will get 4 3s are 12. 12 2s are 24. Sorry, I have written 64 here, 24. 4 3s are 12. 12 2s are 24. So ultimate answer 0.09. So P of 4 is 0.09. This is the end of problem number 3. Now see the problem number 4. A book contains 100 misprints distributed randomly throughout its 100 pages. One book contains 100 pages. And on those 100 pages, we will have 100 misprints scattered through all the pages. कोई पेज के ऊपर 0 मिसप्रिंट है, कोई पेज के ऊपर 1 है, कोई पेज के ऊपर 2 है, कोई पेज के ऊपर no misprints. Like that 100 misprints you are having in 100 pages. तो we can say average misprint per page is 1, क्योंकि 100 misprints है और 100 pages है, तो average misprint per page you will get 1 on an average. So find the probability that a page observed at random contains at least 2 misprints. What is the probability that a page randomly chosen will have at least 2 misprints? At least 2 का मतलब minimum 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, any number of misprints. So you can see m is equal to average misprint per page. 100 by 100 is equal to 1. M is equal to 1. Average misprint per page is m is equal to 1. Now e to the power of minus m, e to the power of minus 1 is 0.36788. You can get it from the table. It is not given in the problem. It is not given in the problem. You have to refer the table because m is whole number. So you have to see the small table below. E to the power of minus m, 1, under 1. You will have 0.36788. 0.36788. This is the value of e to the power of minus 1. This value we got it from table. According to Poisson, P of r is e to the power of minus m into m to the power of r by r factorial. Now probability that a page contains at least 2 misprints, that is r is greater than equal to 2. कम से कम 2 मिसप्रिंट बोल रहा, 2 से कम नहीं, मिनिमम 2 और मोर देन 2. तो r is greater than or equal to 2. कम से कम 2 या 2 से ज्यादा, तो 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 एनी नंबर ऑफ मिसप्रिंट, कितने भी मिसप्रिंट हो सकते हैं. 2 से ज्यादा, मोर देन 2 का मतलब इट में बी 3, इट में बी 4, इट में बी 5, इट में बी 6, इट में बी 7, 8, 9, 10, any number of misprints may happen. So we have to calculate P of r greater than 2, P of 2 plus P of 3, P of 4, P of 5, P of 6, P of 7, P of 8. It is highly difficult. Up to infinity we have to go. So we cannot calculate like this. Directly we cannot calculate. So we have to go indirect method, alternative method. Alternative method, P of r greater than equal to 2 is equal to 1 minus. We have started here from 2. So before 2, what are the probabilities? P of 0 and P of 1. 2 से पहले क्या probability रहेंगी? P of 0 plus P of 1. तो 1 minus P of 0 plus P of 1. P of 0 plus P of 1. So P of 0 is e to the power of minus 1 into 1 to the power of 0 by 0 factorial. So 1 to the power of 0 is 1. 0 factorial is also equal to 1. So it remains e to the power of minus 1. 0.36788. This is P of 0. P of 1 is equal to e to the power of minus 1 into 1 to the power of 1 by 1 factorial. So 1 to the power of 1 is 1 only, and 1 factorial is also equal to 1. So e to the power of minus 1 into 1 is e to the power of minus 1. Same value 0.36788. And a P of 0 is this one, and P of 1 also same. Both are same. Now P of r greater than equal to 2 is equal to 1 minus P of 0 plus P of 1. ये दोनों को ऐड करके 1 में से माइनस कर देंगे. तो 1 minus 0.36788 plus 0.36788. If you add up these two, you are going to get 0.73576. So 1 minus 0.73576, you get 0.26424. This is the probability that a page randomly selected will have at least 2 misprints. कम से कम 2 misprint होना, उसकी probability है 0.26424. That's it. This is the end of problem number 4. Now come to problem number 5. Fifth problem. A local electrical appliances shop has found from experience that demand for tube light is distributed as Poisson with a mean of 4 tube lights per week. तो एक local electrical appliances shop है. Tube lights का जो demand है, the shop says on an average 4 tube lights will be demanded by customers. On an average का मतलब ये नहीं है कि every week 4 tube lights ही का demand रहेगा. कभी 5 भी हो सकता, कभी 6 भी हो सकता, कभी 3 होता, कभी 2 होता. तो if we calculate average, it comes to 4. तो on an average 4 tube lights is the demand. If the shop keeps 6 tubes during a particular week, what is the probability that the demand will exceed supply during that week? Normally shopkeeper क्या कर रहा, 6 tube lights का stock रख रहा, यानी supply is 6. डिमांड ऑन एन एवरेज 4, मार्केट में डिमांड जो आएगा वो अप्रोक्सीमेटली 4 ट्यूबलाइट्स, means definitely not 4, sometimes more than 4, sometimes less than 4, but on an average 4. The shopkeeper keeps 6 tube lights per week. Now question, what is the probability that the demand will exceed the supply? Supply कितना है यहाँ पर? 6 tube lights. The shopkeeper, suppose I am the shopkeeper, I am keeping 6 tube lights in my shop. लेकिन कभी भी मार्केट में जो डिमांड है कभी 6 से ज्यादा भी हो सकता है या 6 से कम भी हो सकता है, ऑन एन एवरेज तो 4 है, ऑन एन एवरेज 4 है. तो व्हाट इज द प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट द डिमांड विल एक्सीड द सप्लाई? सप्लाई 6, तो 6 से ज्यादा होने का चांसेस क्या है? व्हाट इज द प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट द डिमांड विल बी मोर देन 6? सप्लाई 6 है, स्टॉक रख रहा हूं मैं शॉप में 6, तो डिमांड 6 से ज्यादा होना, so what is the probability that the demand will be more than 6? Now you can see average demand of tube lights per week is 4 given in the problem. M is equal to 4. E to the power of minus m, e to the power of minus 4, 0.0183 given in the problem. No need to refer the table. It is given in the problem itself. Or examination also it may happen that the value will be specified given in the problem itself. So 0.0183 given, e to the power of minus 4. According to Poisson distribution, the probability of R success is P of R e to the power of minus m into m to the power of R by R factorial. P of R is e to the power of minus 4 into 4 to the power of R divided by R factorial. अब यहाँ पर R की जगह पे हम जो भी वैल्यू वेरिएबल लेना है लेंगे. Probability that the demand will exceed the supply is when the demand is more than 6 tube lights. That is R is greater than 6. डिमांड सप्लाई से ज्यादा तब होगा जब डिमांड 6 ट्यूबलाइट से ज्यादा हो, क्योंकि द शॉपकीपर इज कीपिंग 6 ट्यूबलाइट्स इन हिज शॉप ऑन एन एवरेज. 6 ट्यूबलाइट तो रख रहा है उन्हें, तो 6 से अगर ज्यादा का डिमांड होगा देन वी कैन से द डिमांड इज एक्सीडिंग द सप्लाई. तो दैट इज R इज ग्रेटर देन 6. तो R इज ग्रेटर देन 6 का मतलब 7 से शुरू होगा. ग्रेटर देन 6, 6 से ज्यादा, तो 6 से ज्यादा का मतलब we have to take from P of 7, P of 8, P of 9, P of 10, P of 11, P of 12, 13, 14. डिमांड कितना भी हो सकता, डिमांड में भी एनीथिंग बियॉन्ड 7, बियॉन्ड 6, 6 से ज्यादा 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 कितना भी डिमांड हो सकता अप टू इंफिनिटी. तो वी कैन नॉट गो बाय दिस मेथड. We cannot go on calculating up to infinity. That is not possible. So we have to go by alternative method, definitely, compulsorily. So alternative is P of R greater than 6 is equal to 1 minus. अब यहां से start कहां से हो रहा है? 7 से start हो रहा. तो 7 से पहले क्या है? 6 है, 5 है, 4 है, 3, 2, 1, 0. तो 0 से लेकर 6 तक, 0 से लेकर 6 तक, these are the below 7. 7 से पहले 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. तो 1 minus P of 0 plus P of 1 plus P of 2 plus P of 3 plus P of 4 plus P of 5 plus P of 6. क्योंकि यहां पर 7 से स्टार्ट हो रहा, 6 तक रुक जाओ. तो ये पूरे कैलकुलेट करना. P of 0, P of 1, P of 2, P of 3, P of 4, up to P of 6 we have to calculate. Now here, one shortcut method is there. Here I have written. We can find P of 0, P of 1, P of 2, P of 3 like that individually as earlier by applying the above formula. ये formula है. ये formula में पहले P of 0 डालेंगे, ये सब्स्टिट्यूट कर देंगे, आंसर आ जाएगा. फिर P of 1 डालेंगे, P of 2 डालेंगे, P of 3, P of 4, P of 5, P of 6. तो 6 times, 7 times we have to apply. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. तो 7 times we have to write the formula and we have to find out P of 0, P of 1, P of. ये टाइम कंज्यूमिंग हो गया. More time will be required. इंडिविजुअली अगर कैलकुलेट करें तो इसके लिए एक शॉर्टकट मेथड है. But shortcut method will be applied only when we have to find out the probability in sequence. Sequence में मालूम करना 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. तो shortcut method. अगर individually only 1 or 2 probability you have to calculate, you have to go by formula. You have to go by formula. Here shortcut method can be used to find the sequence of probability as follows. क्या shortcut method है? Carefully देखिए. First we take P of 0. Don't write the complete formula. P of 0 is equal to e to the power of minus m. खाली इतना ही लेंगे. वही आंसर आएगा. If you write P of e to the power of m लेके मालूम करो या फॉर्मूले में सब्स्टिट्यूट करो, you'll get the same answer. No difference at all. So P of 0 is e to the power of minus m. What is m here? 4. E to the power of minus 4. What is the value of e to the power of minus 4? Here it is 0.0183. 0.0183. One value we got, P of 0. अब next one P of 1 चाहिए. तो how to find P of 1? See here. P of 1 is equal to P of 0 into m by 1. P of 0 into m by 1. So P of 0, how much we got already? 0.0183. So I am writing 0.0183 into m by 1. How much is m here? 4. So 4 by 1. Here bracket में 1 है, तो यहाँ denominator में भी 1 लेंगे. तो P of 0 into m by 1, 0.0183 into 4 by 1, you are going to get 0.0732. चलिए दो probability आ गई. P of 0 and P of 1. Now we'll move on to P of 2. Now see here. P of 2 is equal to P of 1. या 2 से पहले क्या है? 1 है. तो P of 2 is equal to P of 1 into m by 2. ब्रैकेट में जो रहेगा डिनोमिनेटर में भी वही लेंगे. P of 1 into m by 2. How much is P of 1 here? 0.0732. तो 0.0732 into 4 by 2. M is 4. So 4 by 2, you are going to get 0.1464. 0.1464. This is P of 2. Now we'll come to the P of 3. P of 3 is equal to P of 2 into m by 3. So P of 2 already we got it 0.1464. m by 3, m is 4. So 4 by 3. Bracket में 3 है, denominator में 3. 4 by 3. So if you solve this, you will get 0.1952. चलिए P of 3. We got P of 3. Now P of 4. P of 4 is equal to P of 3 into m by 4. P of 3 into m by 4. So P of 3 is 0.1952. M is 4. So 4 by 4. So again you will get the same value 0.1952. 4 is to 4. 4 by 4. So 1. So if you multiply 0.1952 into 1, 0.1952. That's it. So P of 4 completed. Now P of 5. So P of 5 is equal to P of 4 into m by 5. How much is P of 4? 0.1952. M is 4. 4 by 5. 0.1562. P of 5 completed. Now P of 6. तो P of 5 into m by 6 जो ब्रैकेट में है सेम डिनोमिनेटर में आएगा. तो P of 5 0.1562 into 4 by 6 0.1041. That's it. Shortcut method easily. In a lesser time, we have calculated the sequence of probabilities from 0 to 6. P of 0, P of 1, P of 2, P of 3, P of 4, P of 5, P of 6. Take the total. The total of all the values is 0.8886. This is the total of P of 0 to P of 6. Now we'll find out P of R greater than 6 is equal to 1 minus P of 0, P of 1, P of 2, P of 3, P of 4, P of 5, P of 6. तो 1 माइनस ये पूरों का टोटल यहां पर आ गया 0.8886 माइनस कर दो 0.1114. Therefore, probability that the demand will exceed the supply. The demand will exceed the supply is 0.1114. That's it. This is the end of problem number 5. So 5 problems we have completed so far. Come on students, now we'll continue our problem 6th. 5 problems so far we have completed on Poisson distribution. So I hope that you got a good command on this topic of Poisson distribution. It's very easy. Now 6th problem. Assuming that the probability of a fatal accident in a factory during a year is 1 by 1200. Probability that a fatal accident will take place in a factory. The probability is 1 by 1200. Calculate the probability that in a factory employing 300 workers, the number of workers n is equal to 300, there will be at least 2 fatal accidents in a year. Given e to the power of minus 0.25 is 0.7788. So in the problem itself, the value of e to the power of minus m is given. E to the power of minus 0.25 is 0.7788. Now see here, the probability of fatal accident in the factory is 1 by 1200 and total number of workers in the factory is 300. We have to find out what is the probability that there will be at least two. At least का मतलब minimum 2 fatal accidents in a year. So the solution will be like this. P is equal to probability of fatal accident 1 by 1200. Number of workers n is equal to 300 workers. So m. The main parameter in Poisson distribution is m. And m is n into p. N into p. So n is 300. P is 1 by 1200. So 300 divided by 1200 you will get 0.25. So what is this 0.25? M. So we got the value of m is equal to 0.25. Now e to the power of minus m, e to the power of minus 0.25 is 0.7788 given in the problem itself. In bracket it is given e to the power of minus 0.25 is 0.7788. Now according to Poisson distribution law, probability of R success is P of R e to the power of minus m into m to the power of R by R factorial as usual. Now probability of at least 2 fatal accidents in a year. पूरे साल में एक साल में minimum 2 का मतलब maximum कितना भी हो सकता, any number of accidents may take place but minimum number of accidents are 2. So R is greater than equal to 2. Probability of at least 2 fatal accidents in a year means probability of R greater than or equal to 2. Greater than or equal to 2. So that is P of 2 plus P of 3 plus P of 4, P of 5, P of 6. Any number of accidents may take place up to infinity. So we cannot be able to calculate like this. So we have to definitely go by alternative method. Alternatively P of R greater than equal to 2 is equal to 1 minus. अब यहाँ से start 2 से हो रहा है. तो 2 से पहले क्या probability रहेंगे? P of 0 and P of 1. That's it. So 1 minus P of 0 and P of 1. So P of 0 formula e to the power of minus 0.25 into 0.25 to the power of 0 divided by 0 factorial. Same formula R की जगह पे मैं 0 substitute कर. In place of R I am substituting 0. So e to the power of minus 0.25 already value is there 0.7788. 0.25 to the power of 0. Anything raised to the power of 0 will be 1. And 0 factorial is also equal to 1. So that means e to the power of minus 0.2 by 0.7788. This is the value of P of 0. Now P of 1. P of 1 e to the power of minus 0.25 into 0.25 to the power of 1 divided by 1 factorial. 1 factorial means again 1. 0.25 to the power of 1 is 0.25. So minus 0.25. E to the power of minus 0.25 value is 0.7788. So 0.7788 into 0.25. 0.7788 into 0.25. You are going to get 0.1947. So 0.1947 is P of 1. So we got both the values P of 0, P of 1. So P of R greater than equal to 2 is equal to 1 minus P of 0 plus P of 1. Add up these two probabilities. 0.9735. So 1 minus 0.9735 you are going to get 0.0265. This is the probability of at least 2 fatal accidents in a year. Minimum 2. 4. Now 7th problem. See the 7th one. In a company manufacturing toys, it is found that 1 in 500 is defective. Company manufacturing toys estimated that 1 toy will become defective out of a total of 500. 500 toys बनाएंगे तो 500 में एक toy defective हो सकता. तो probability of defective toy is 1 by 500. Find the probability that there will be at most 2 defectives in a sample of 200 units, 2000 units. अगर 2000 units बना रहे, 2000 toys बना रहे, वो 2000 toys में what is the probability of at most 2 defectives? At most means maximum. तो maximum 2 defectives होना है. तो less than or equal to. यानी 2 से ज्यादा नहीं बोल रहा, एटलीस्ट 2 नहीं कह रहा है. एटलीस्ट 2 का मतलब मिनिमम 2, एटमोस्ट 2 का मतलब मैक्सिमम 2. ज्यादा से ज्यादा 2 डिफेक्टिव टॉय होना, ज्यादा से ज्यादा मैक्सिमम 2. तो वी नीड probability of 0 plus probability of 1 plus probability of 2, right? And the value given e to the power of minus 4 is 0.0183. e to the power of minus 4 is 0.0183. problem में ही दे दिया, no need to refer the table. Now see, p is equal to probability of defective toy 1 by 500, n is equal to 2000, m is equal to np. 2000 into 1 by 500 is 4. So m is equal to 4 we got. Right? E to the power of minus m, e to the power of minus 4, 0.0183 given in the problem. According to Poisson, probability of R successes, same formula, probability of at most 2 defective. At most का मतलब maximum 2, not more than 2. So R is less than or equal to 2. Less than or equal to 2, not more than 2. So P of R less than equal to 2 is equal to P of 0 plus P of 1 plus P of 2. So 3 probabilities we have to calculate. P of 0, e to the power of minus 4 into 4 to the power of 0 by 0 factorial. 4 to the power of 0 1 होता और 0 factorial भी 1 है. तो ultimately e to the power of minus 4 value है हमारे पास 0.0183. तो we got point P of 0. Now P of 1, e to the power of minus 4 into 4 to the power of 1 by 1 factorial. 4 to the power of 1 का मतलब 4. 1 factorial means 1. तो 0.0183 into 4 divided by 1. You are getting 0.0732. So इधर P of 2, e to the power of minus 4 into 4 to the power of 2 by 2 factorial. तो 0.0183 into 16, 4 4 is 16, 2 factorial, 2 into 1 is 2. तो 0.1464. Now P of R less than or equal to 2 is equal to P of 0 plus P of 1 plus P of 2. ये तीनों probabilities को add कर देंगे तो 0.2379. तो probability of at most 2 defective is 0.2379. That's so. This is the 7th problem. Now see the 8th one. If the chance of being killed by flood during a year is 1 by 3000, the chance, the probability that a person will be killed in a flood is 1 by 3000. This is the probability. Use Poisson distribution to calculate the probability that out of 3000 persons living in the village, at least one would die in flood in a year. पूरे विलेज में 3000 आदमी हैं, तो n is equal to 3000 persons and the probability that the person will be killed in flood is 1 by 3000. Now what is the probability that at least one will die? कम से कम एक आदमी die होना, तो what is the probability that one person will die in the flood? Now see, P is equal to probability of being killed by flood 1 by 3000 given in the problem. N is equal to 3000 persons, total number of persons in the village 3000. So M is equal to N into P. M is the main parameter in Poisson distribution और M कैसे आएगा? N into P. तो 1 by 3000 into 3000 you are getting 1, right? तो M is equal to 1 आ गया. E to the power of minus M, e to the power of minus 1. So if you refer the table, Poisson distribution table, तो e to the power of minus 1 you are getting 0.36788. So according to Poisson distribution, the formula P of R, probability that at least one will die in a flood in a year is R greater than equal to 1. At least कम से कम एक आदमी मरना फ्लड में, तो कम से कम मिनिमम 1, तो 1 2 3 4 5 6 up to infinity any number of persons may die. 3000 है, 3000 के 3000, तो वहां तक जाना पड़ेगा आपको. तो 1 2 3 4 5 up to 3000, it's highly difficult, near to impossible. So we cannot go by this method. Alternatively, P of R greater than equal to 2 is equal to 1 minus, अब 1 से पहले क्या आएगा? 0 आएगा. 1 से पहले 0 आएगा, P of 0. तो P of 0 is e to the power of minus 1 into 1 to the power of 0 by 0 factorial. ये 1 हो गया, ये 1 हो गया, e to the power of minus 1, 0.36788. तो P of R greater than equal to 1 is equal to 1 minus P of 0. 1 minus 0.36788, 0.6321. So probability that at least one person will be killed in the flood in the whole village is 0.6321. 60% चांस है कि कम से कम एक आदमी, मिनिमम 1% will die in flood. That's it. This is 8th problem. Now see the 9th problem. 9th problem, the standard deviation of a Poisson distribution is 2. Standard deviation of a Poisson distribution is 2. Find the probability that x is equal to 3. Find the probability that x is equal to 3. It is giving a notation as x, but we are using the notation r. So whether you use x or the r doesn't make any difference. तो x की r की जगह पे अब x ले लेंगे. Given e to the power of minus 4 is 0.0183. प्रॉब्लम में एक्सपोनेंशियल का वैल्यू दे दिया, e to the power of minus 4 is 0.0183. Now standard deviation is given in the problem too. And variance is nothing but square of standard deviation. Standard deviation को square करे तो variance आता. तो variance क्या हो गया? 2 square is 4. तो variance is equal to 4 we got. And according to Poisson distribution, mean is equal to variance is equal to 4. Mean और variance दोनों equal रहते हैं Poisson distribution में. तो आ गया m is equal to 4. E to the power of minus m, e to the power of minus 4 is 0.0183 given in the problem. Problem में दे दिया. Finding the probability when x is equal to 3 or r is equal to 3. In the problem it is specifying as x, but we are using the symbol r. So r is equal to 3. P r is equal to 3. E to the power of minus 4, 4 to the power of 3 divided by 3 factorial. So e to the power of minus 4 is 0.0183. 4 cube, 4 into 4 into 4, 64. 3 factorial, 3 into 2 into 1, 6. So P of 3 is 0.1952. So probability when x is equal to 3 is 0.1952. This is the end of problem number 9.